Hi friends, I'm Prayer Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda and I am an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer, and we'll be tapping into the energies around you. This is a collective reading. I don't know what we're going to see. It's kind of like message from spirit, what you need to know right now, and there's a huge shift in the collective in energy. So I don't know if you guys are feeling super excited, but I'm excited. So hopefully this pumps you up. I don't know what we're going to see. So yeah, let's take a look. And instead of pulling all the cards, which I kind of like to do sometimes to get a full picture before I start whatever talking about it, I think I'm going to do, pull the cards kind of one by one and then lay them out. And then if things come together, because it might take me a bit, then I'll just kind of depend on my intuition to communicate whatever spirit is communicating to me so that we can get you guys your message. Okay, so not a pick a card, just a collective reading. If you clicked on this video, then you were drawn to whatever the title of this reading is going to be. Yeah, I'm super pumped to see what this is. Although, again, trigger warning, it's what you need to know right now, not necessarily good things. Although I do feel a very positive energy in the shift. Okay, so for your first card, we have full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Okay, interesting. Sagittarius is all about that fire energy. Although in the collective horoscope reading, Sagittarius seemed a little bit out of sorts with their fiery energy. So potentially with the full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. I think for those of you guys who have been feeling out of sorts or not like yourself or not your fiery self, I think the fire is coming back because of a shift in the way you're perceiving things. I think you're understanding what the bigger picture in whatever situation, lesson, hardship that you have been going through, because I feel like there's a hardship here that you've gone through, and I feel like it's been a lesson in something here. So I do feel this message coming through that there's like an owning up of, okay, I can take this lesson, I can take this hardship, and now I can see why this has kind of happened the way it's happened. And Sagittarius, again, is all about that fire energy. So I do feel like with this understanding of seeing the bigger picture or understanding the lesson better, I do feel like your fire kind of comes back, or at least you get inspired. I feel like there's inspiration coming back in, or at least now you're not aimless. There's something about you now having a direction, a sense of direction, because you're fired up. It's beautiful energy. Sun in Pisces, higher purpose. Align yourself with love and wisdom. Number 12. This is beautiful energy too. 12 is hangman in the tarot, and the hangman is about gaining a better perspective of something. So I think the shift in perspective of now you're seeing the bigger picture, you're understanding that lesson. But Sun in Pisces, Pisces is all that dreamy energy. It's very much, I get the 7 of Cups type energy too. It's like in your fantasies, in your dreams, but with higher purpose here. This is like you finally aiming and understanding your higher purpose. You're aligning with yourself. And again, align yourself with love and wisdom. I feel like the lesson that you had or the hardship that you went through is really providing you with this clarity that you haven't had before. And yeah, in the previous reading I did here, we were talking about, like, in the comments, we were talking about, like, why do we have to go through such shitty situations with people who are just like, teaching us a lesson, but it's like, why do we need to go through these hardships and go through all this pain? There's like almost, a need to look back and really see it from a different perspective as to what sort of life lesson can I integrate in my life going forward. And I don't know that we learn so much as we do when we're going through something as intense as pain or fear or something like that. So I do feel like this is something pretty crazy that has happened in your life. that has really left you with having to put the pieces together. But now I feel like the message here with the higher purpose is you really getting super clear and very focused and very direct and understanding what your higher purpose is. So I do feel like this stage, or I guess the situation set you up for this stage of knowing what it is that you want to do. I am feeling this card, and we had a whole bunch flip over, but wise salt. Yeah, like wise, higher purpose. Like the wise salt is all about, like, you know, that one friend that knows everything, or that, yeah, that we rely on. There's kind of like a wisdom, there's like a higher knowing, there's like a life experience that comes with the wise salt. So this experience that you've gone through, yeah, left you with this understanding of something that you didn't have beforehand. So maybe what I'm kind of feeling right now is like, okay, so I've learned this, I understand it, I see the bigger picture of why, but you're still kind of maybe sitting there like, where do I apply it? Because I think from these three cards, it's showing what has kind of happened, but I think from the first card with the see the bigger picture, and then we have Sagittarius with the bow and arrow, which is always reminding me of like aiming. I feel like it's about you kind of turning the page, opening the next chapter as to where are you supposed to apply this. So the higher purpose, like maybe you guys still don't know what your higher purpose is. You just know that there is a higher purpose, and now you're trying to align yourself with what that is. And for some of you guys, you might already know what that is. So hopefully we get some clues. We'll pull tarot as well. The forest. Okay, this card is beautiful because it is like going into the unknown. And there could be a lot of scary things going on in the forest, a lot of threats. We could get lost in the forest, but it's really exciting. So it's like an adventure of sorts. So I feel like, well, I'm getting hit from spirit that going into the forest is kind of like the new chapter, that in the past, maybe there was a sense of maybe not taking a risk or not going into uncharted territories because of fear of not knowing what's going to happen, or that something could be dangerous. And what I mean by dangerous is maybe like, you know, a lack mentality, that you would lose something, or that there would be fear of, you know, some fears or limitations we place on ourselves. So I feel like you're getting lost in the forest of an adventure. And the other energy I'm feeling here is, it's been a hell of an adventure, hasn't it been, for you guys? And maybe you're in the clearing of the forest. Like you've been lost in this forest for quite some time, but look at the beautiful colors in the background. Like, absolutely beautiful. So I feel like you've been trying to get to these beautiful colors, and it's been a dense forest. And I feel like this is a dense energy that you've been around, that's been in your energy field. And I feel like a lot of you guys have not been yourself, like in the horoscope readings that I did specifically for Sagittarius and for Capricorn and Libra. And there was probably another one too, but those three really stand out. They weren't in their typical self, or at least there was part of them that was like, yeah, that was like felt kind of dead, or like they surrendered, like a defeat, a sense of defeat. So I feel like you've been wandering in this forest. Okay, Sagittarius, Libra, Capricorn, anyone who's resonating here in this dense energy, lost in the forest, trying to really get to the light or find that beauty that you knew is on the other side. So I do feel like there might be a clearing here. Even like, look at the rainbow here with the wise salt. It's almost like everything was kind of happening like with the black and white, and having to like sort through all this stuff, and then, you know, going towards the colorful joy. Yeah, so this is beautiful energy that I'm kind of picking up here. Let's pull some more and see what we see. Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful message for the collective. Can we get some more in regards to what do they need to hear right now? And thank you so much, viewers, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. I'm so blessed, so grateful. All right, we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so in line. It's funny because I thought, how was I going to do this reading? Because normally, like I say, I lay all the cards out, and I was like, well, you're not going to sit here waiting for me to shuffle all these cards. But I feel like this is coming like kind of like this card, like baby steps, like these puzzle pieces are being put together. But back to the reading. With the baby steps, I feel like, and this intuition part, I feel like that's exactly it. Like this lesson is the lesson in trusting your intuition and having faith to find your higher purpose here. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So, what's my calling? Where do I aim? And being lost in the forest and all that stuff. But that was the lesson, was trusting that you are guiding yourself towards something here. And you don't need a map, and you don't need to know, it's kind of like fool energy. Like you don't need to know exactly the destination. You're trusting yourself to guide you to a destination here, and that you're acting in your greatest good, and learning to trust yourself and allowing yourself to be free of restriction almost. I feel like you're not really held back by your own self anymore, okay? Or at least you're coming out of this energy. Let's pull some of these and see what else do we have. Yeah, baby steps too. I think maybe before, for some of you guys, there was a sense of having to accomplish something or having to get to an outcome. But with the baby steps, it's almost like allowing yourself to, if nothing happens for a month because you're aligning yourself, then nothing happens for a month, you're aligning yourself, and you feel totally free of guilt. You feel totally free of any sort of pressures you might have put on yourself. I just feel like with the baby steps, you're just taking things as they come, but it's giving you a sense of liberation and freedom and an ability to get to the clearing. And it's this really light energy. It's beautiful energy, because the bigger picture here, I feel, is you guiding yourself towards what your purpose is, okay? Which I feel like a lot of you guys might know, but for those of you guys who are now on that journey, I feel like you have an understanding that's what it's about, and now you're kind of entering that adventure, trying to find, what that higher purpose is for you, your higher calling, and trusting your intuition. Third house, communication, with the number 41. The number 41 could be significant, but 41's 5, and 5 is all about changes. So I do feel like this is a new chapter. This is a big change for you, change in mindset, change in perception. I see 2 birds here as well. So could be coming into balance. Things are actually feeling balanced because you've been out of balance for quite some time. And with a third house communication and having these 2 birds, it's almost like there's another energy here that is providing you with some sort of information that causes a change of sorts, or there's a change in energy here with an individual, maybe more than one person, but at least another person, another energy here, with communication coming in. Now, I do feel like, well, we'll pull some more cards, but I do feel like you have your internal dialogue, but this is external. This is coming to you from an external thing. So I think there's a highlight here about some communication coming in. Third house communication. Okay. Let's pull some of these. I'll pull 3 of these. These are the Kipper cards. Sudden wealth. Okay, so I feel like the sudden wealth is what we were talking about, because I feel like this liberation, this new seeing the bigger picture, this new sense of yourself, like I just feel is really amazing within itself. Like it feels like sudden wealth because you now have that and carry that within you, so nobody can take it away from you. It's not like, I mean, some of you guys could definitely want to be picking up a lottery ticket if that's your thing, but I feel like this sudden wealth is like something nobody can take away from you, okay? It's like I finally achieved my full understanding of loving myself and my worth. So I'm allowing myself to make decisions that are in line with my highest purpose. Nobody can take that away from you, okay? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're on that journey, and I feel like this feels like sudden wealth to you because it is is greater than wealth, because nobody can take it away from you. It can't be lost, and it guides you, and it's going to guide you towards the rainbow, to the clearing, for you to aim towards your higher purpose. It's a really exciting feeling I'm getting here, like inspirational. So let's pull 2 more of these Kipper cards. Child. I think the journey was really getting in tune with your inner child. And a lot of you guys might be feeling, feeling like you have back when you were free, feeling like, and if you're not feeling this way, this is the message. This is coming in energetically for you. The number 18, child. Yeah, it's like this sense that you lost along the way in the forest. So I think when you entered the forest, maybe you were a child, or at least there was a part of you that had to wander through this. And what I mean by child is like, an innocent mind and trusting things. And then life got in the way of, or this experience, or this long experience, because for some of you guys, like, look at this forest, could be years and years and years and years of this lesson. It's almost like this cycle for some of you guys, years and years and years. For some of you guys, could just be like something that has happened here that has changed your perspective. But I feel like whatever this long period of time removed you from your inner child, and it pushed you in a direction that I feel you were really disconnected from who you are, what it is that you wanted for yourself. So I feel like the sudden wealth is really you recognizing and getting back in touch with a part of yourself that kind of went away. And funny with child, and then baby steps. For some of you guys, literally, you could be having a child, which is a huge change, right? Or like that's coming up in my collective readings too. So with baby and child, could very well be, your higher purpose is having a family here. And I feel like this is coming in for you guys. Okay, 1 more card of the Kipper, and then we'll pull some more oracles. Journey. What did I say with the forest? Okay, so yes, you came out of this journey, which I feel is like almost a nightmare, or at least it was, I just feel dense energy. It was long, and there was a lot of, it was so much that you lost yourself, and it could have watered down your joy and made you lose hope in love in yourself, love in your passion. It made you lose hope, and maybe made you feel out of touch with yourself. You're kind of, wandering in this forest, and with the journey, I feel like that was one journey nightmare. And then now it's like there is a journey ahead here. There's, with the number 10, that's an end. Okay, so the end of that journey, I feel like that's wrapped up, and now you're really preparing. If not, some of you guys have already stepped forward, because again, energy is on a timeline of like you can't pinpoint the energy, so you could be sitting here or here energetically in that path or that journey. So I feel like some of you guys are coming very close to this type of an energy, which is giving you is giving you kind of like you're walking the desert and you could see the water there. So you're like just really hopeful you could just see the water. And for a lot of you guys, you're at that water, but you're just like in awe, like standing there, like, I can't believe I'm over here looking at this water, but the next step, I think, is going to be spectacular, because what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. It's exciting. Okay. We pulled those. Let's pull these cards here, the Liminal Spirits Oracle, and see what we get. How exciting. How exciting. But you know what it feels like? It's like, it is exciting, and I don't want to rain on this, but it's almost like, what the fuck did I go through? Like, it's like, when you have a really shitty ass day, flat tire, and then, I don't know, just everything goes wrong. You're running late, you step on a Lego, I don't know, whatever could go wrong, and all these things are going wrong. And then when things go normal, you're like happy about it, and like almost overly happy about it, right? Or like when you're really, really, really hungry and like somebody gives you like a peanut butter sandwich and you're like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And it's like, so it's I know it's your higher purpose. So this is definitely bigger than that. But I almost feel like because you've gone through the shittiest energies, that when this comes in, and this is like a pure, really high vibrational thing, it's like, right? Like when you're really, really hungry and you do get the really good meal, then it's like, over the top. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this is like over the top energy that you can't believe it. Like you walked to the water in the desert and you can't even bring yourself to drink the water because you're just in awe of this like thing. Like I need you to feel exactly what I'm feeling here in this reading. You know, that's exactly the type of energy that I'm getting. It's huge. Okay, we have Toad. Toad is interesting. I'm getting an energy here of somebody who, so this could have been your energy, okay? So somebody who was limited, and then, you know, like the fairy tale with the toad, and then you get kissed by the princess or whatever, and then you turn into this like prince, right? This is like the analogy that I was using with the bad day and then things are normal. It's like to turn into a prince is like huge night and day, like difference, right? Like it's not even comparable. And it's like, I think you can't even comprehend, because who can comprehend a toad turning into a prince? Like nobody can. Like it's fairy tale. This is the type of energy. It's like a fairy tale energy here coming in that you just cannot believe. And I feel like in order for this toad to transform, something happens. He gets kissed by the princess, right? So there's this communication coming in that I think there's a change or a transformation in which you can integrate what you've learned into this lesson, or into this new chapter. Okay, so how can I explain it to you? Spirit, how do we, it's like, yeah, whatever lesson you went through, because it's collective, you went through something, you understand it, and now you can apply it, right? So what I feel is like this communication coming in is an opportunity for you now to implement and integrate your understanding of what you learned. So if you learned how to self-love, then there's an opportunity here that's coming in that is the right one, aligned with your higher purpose, that you are in your self-love energy attaining love, right? Or if your lesson was whatever the lesson may be, it's like you can now be in your authentic self and still have the outcome of something here that is a beautiful fairy tale ending. Okay, well, it's the beginning of something, but the frog turns into a prince. Like, I also feel like this is like leapfrogging over things. So I feel like you've jumped ahead spiritually, and even just in your own life, like from where you were to where you're at right now, or getting into. I feel like you like succeeded and jumped ahead, like, I don't know, centuries or something. Yeah, like although you went through an experience that was very intense and painful, I feel like it allowed you to leapfrog over and move forward all these other things that I don't feel you're going to have to go through, because you've learned the lesson and now you're there to receive the reward. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. That's beautiful. Okay, Spirit, can we get some more? This one. Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted with 63. This is the energy of this reading. It's like nothing's wasted. Out of this painful, shitty situation, we were able to have a lesson, a takeaway, lessons learned that we're able to integrate into this next part of our life. And I feel like this next part is like, it's your life calling. Like it's bigger than anything I think you've been doing here. Okay. And sometimes in our life, we go through several life stages, which is all like our purpose, right? But I feel like there's really one main reason or calling that is the thrust of why you're here or what your sole purpose is. And I feel like that's what this is. Okay. So nothing is wasted. That pain that you felt, again, going back to when we were talking about why do we experience these lessons, these shitty people or situations that leave us feeling really suicidal, depressed, in a funk for months and months, years. I feel like these are the souls that are being called to raise the vibration of humanity. So I feel like your higher purpose is, yeah, unfortunately, having to deal with people that are like vultures, right? That are kind of like dog eat dog world and seeing things from a perspective of lack and what's in it for me. And maybe you've been around energies like this, or like you're seeing that more clearly, people like this, and you're able to, I think you're now, I feel like these energies aren't just going to be around you anymore, and I feel like you're able to transmute any sort of energy that's shitty or dense or low vibration into this beautiful light energy. Nothing is wasted. Okay, you're turning these shitty situations, people, whatever's, into something greater here. Okay, let's pull one of these. Prayer with 25. Prayer with 25. Number 7 is chariot energy. That's dark and light energies going through adversity, but being balanced in going through that journey, keeping your ship afloat during turbulency. But at a certain point, prayer gets involved because we lose our control of the ship. And at that point, we surrender the reins because we don't know how to manage, and we pray that we find guidance and get to where we need to go. A lot of you guys surrendered. I feel like this journey took a toll on you. I feel like a lot of you guys feel you lost yourself, and you surrendered the reins to God, to Source, to you're trusting now just that the universe is leading you with your intuition, with these, trust your intuition before it makes any sense, because I feel like that was the only way to get through this storm, the only way to pull through this thing. And for those of you guys just coming to the shoreline here, it's like you still don't even believe you have that little bit left in you to make it. Like, pray. I feel like this energy is more like you're ready. You already know that you're getting through it. Okay. But if I do have that, person who's kind of lagging behind here, that I feel like I need to send this message, like, just pray, like, reach out, because there's a hand grabbing you forward and moving you forward towards this shoreline. Okay. The clearing and the forest. There is that right around the corner for you. Yeah, barely making it. Like the mermaid's holding this person here who looks like they barely made it. Yeah. And I feel like this, for those of you guys who are like, I'm going to use that desert analogy. You're now at the water, you're not the clearing, and you're like just in awe of how far you've come. I feel like the fact that you were at this point during the journey where you prayed, where you surrendered, I feel it's giving you a newfound faith in your spirituality, a trust in yourself, and it's like nothing can break me. It can't be taken away. What this skill that you learned, which is really getting in touch with self and Source and heart and reality of we're all one energetic being. I feel like you're so close to understanding the power that's within you that nobody can take away. And it's what's giving you this strength and this fiery energy that I feel like now you feel empowered to chase your higher purpose, or to open your arms to say, okay, what is it? What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm ready. Yeah, I heard I'm ready. Yeah, with the Sagittarius aiming, like you're ready to aim. Woo, woohoo! Improving health we got for some of you guys. So I feel like not only did this dense energy like take a toll on you with all this, but I feel like you guys are getting physically, like it took a toll on you. Like some of you guys have been so stressed that it was impacting your, well, mental health for sure, but even physically, I think a lot of you guys might have been just really run down. I'm gonna pull another angel card here, but I feel like your health is improving as your energetic field gets revitalized here with a sense of liberation, with this new vibrational energy. You see the clearing, you're now gearing up for what's ahead. And I feel like although this was long, so you'd think you'd be just tired and you just want a breather because you're just exhausted, because this is exhausting. I don't feel like you're exhausted. I honestly feel like this is like, yeah, like give me more, like more as in I'm ready to conquer whatever, like my next thing, like put me in, coach, like I'm ready. That's the type of energy I'm feeling here. It's beautiful. Okay. And to go from that to that, again, like the chariot, the dark, the light, the analogy of being hungry and then, you know, going and eating at this like crazy restaurant where you're, or buffet. It's like, like you can have everything you want, you know, you don't have to settle for the PB&J. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like this is like, whew. All right. Meditation brings answers. This is kind of in line with this prayer. Okay, so for those of you guys who are still maybe just trying to make it there is power in meditation. This is getting in tune with your intuition. It's allowing yourself to open yourself up to source. But for those of you guys who've gone to shore and who are kind of at that clearing now, I feel like this meditation is key. And I think you probably know, because this is maybe how you got through all this, right? And meditation could be in your prayer state, could be just like traditional formal meditation practices that you do that will open yourself up to receiving information in regards to what your higher purpose is, because I think that's the journey, that's the message here. But I feel like communication comes in. This is communication from meditation. I feel like you get communication definitely in your meditative state, okay, from your intuition, so listen, and from source. But I feel like this communication also helps. So I feel like there's these two forms that come in, one through meditation and one through an external person, people, communities. There's an external communication here that puts you on that journey, but it's a clear one. It's not, I'm going to do this and try to find my way to wander through another forest, because God forbid you want to walk through another forest. I don't think so. Like this dense energy, I think you're just like, yeah, no, thanks. And no, it's now you want to aim towards what you want to do, and it's clear. It's going to become clear with this communication and this meditation. And I think you can now see that bigger picture. You don't have to put the pieces together anymore. You don't have to walk through another forest to gather pieces in order to, like, no. This is, you walk through that. You have the pieces. You put the puzzle together. And then it's like, I know exactly what this is. That's your energy, okay? You're like, this is what I'm doing, or this is what feels right. And then from there on, it's game on. Woo! And I think it's an opportunity for you as well to make money, be financially stable at, okay? This comes as a reward with it. I do feel like there's a sense of that for a lot of you guys. This is really exciting. Okay, I'm going to pull tarot because I do really want to know around this communication. Spirit, can we get anything further around the communication here for the collective? What is this communication all about? What is this communication all about? Thank you so much for the clear and concise message for the collective. Beautiful message. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. Put some more. Knight of Swords. The Magician. Knight of Swords, Magician. Temperance. And pull two more. Some more, Spirit. Oops, drop that. All right. We got the Five of Cups. That's my hair is. Five of Cups. Oh, and one more. Justice. Okay, so because we asked about that communication. So, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm feeling this pretty strongly for the bulk of you guys. Remember that dense energy in the forest that you ran far away from? You ran far away from, or finally got into the clearing, okay, and you learned a lesson. We were talking about integrating this lesson. You have to integrate the lesson in the same dense energy returns, okay? But you're a different person, so you can handle this. You can handle this in a different way, because the challenging person here is the communication. This Knight of Swords was somebody who was confrontational, who the confrontation was with this Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords returneth. But you're in a different type of an energy. So the Knight of Swords is communicating to you something here, and I feel like and I'll show you, because we have Magician, Temperance, Justice, and Five of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, like you had to go through this like period of Five of Cups in your experience here. But Justice is coming in, and Temperance also is those two cups bringing in balance, that you had to heal from this situation of where you were grieving, okay? You were grieving, something happened. Two cups are still standing, but there was spilt stuff here because of an experience with the Knight of Swords that was very challenging here, okay? But we have Justice and Temperance, healing, balance. Justice is coming in. This is the Mother Nature coming in here, being like, this is bringing in what's supposed to happen here, and to just things and right things. And I feel like you've manifested this at one point in time. It's whatever it was you were manifesting comes into being, okay? Yeah. So I don't know what the communication is, but I know the source. Source comes from that pained, dense person situation. But I feel like the healing's happened here, so you're able to integrate your lesson to bring justice to a situation now. And does this have anything to do with your higher purpose, though? Well, for some of you guys, don't shoot the messenger. Spirit. Okay, so that Knight of Swords who was challenging here, I I think some of you guys are like having a family and having a baby. For some of you guys with a baby, higher purpose. It's something like a family here. Okay, let's see some more, because that's not for all of you guys, but and for some of you guys it's like, well, I'm not gonna guess, but there's this journey ahead and making money or spirituality, raising the vibration of earth. What? Okay, Spirit, one thing at a time. Can we get some more clarity here? Because I'm just totally not sure how to read this. Okay, Spirit, clear and concise here. Please allow me to communicate whatever you're communicating. Five of Swords, that challenging situation. It's that challenging situation. Okay, keep going. More confirmation from Spirit that that's where it's the root or the stemming of this higher purpose is coming from. The Six of Wands, being victorious. Being victorious in a situation that was conflict. So it was really, really challenging. The Five of Swords is like nobody wins. Like people are acting in their shitty energies. That's that dense energy. And you're in this situation and it was very hurtful and painful. So you had to go through your Five of Cups here. But you're being victorious here in your manifestation, in the whole. Okay, so what Spirit's telling me is, remember when you entered this forest? What you wanted? Why you entered the forest in the first place? You entered the forest wanting something, manifesting something. So, but when by the time you left, it's turned into something else. But I feel like you're successful in whatever it was that you were wanting in going in that forest in the first place. But again, my whole thing is, was it even worth it? So I don't know that this person even wants to experience any of this. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the Justice. This is bringing that balance. We saw the Chariot. We saw the Justice. We saw the Temperance. Now we're seeing the Six of Pentacles. This is that balanced give and take. This is also, because with the sudden wealth here, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles here, because there is a chance like at monetary gain as well here, and making and giving back. But now if you're on the, if you were the giving, it's like you're now receiving. Like you don't even have to do anything. It's just, it's going to just keep like the floodgates, like you're victorious in receiving. And for some of you guys, the higher purpose here, because we do have the Six of Wands, this is being in the public eye. This could be like social media, people watching you, a position where, yeah, you're kind of serving a purpose here for a community, but you, all eyes on you, in which you're providing, because you are receiving energies here, but you're also providing other people with information. Wow, with the communication. You're also providing people with information, communication. Maybe there's a lesson here. Well, there is a lesson here that you learned, but that you're able now to communicate and share and help people who are going through similar things here. Because this is like, this could talk about volunteering, donating, giving back, philanthropy. Yeah, all eyes on you with the Six of Wands, being successful here. Okay, what else, Spirit? Three of Cups, beautiful energy. This is also your network of people, your community. There's like a community of people here. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys have a channel here on YouTube or whatever, maybe a platform that you're utilizing here, but I feel like there's a community here. Three of Cups is also this beautiful like celebration. So I feel like it's like the polar opposite feeling from the dense forest, but for some of you guys, that shitty situation, because we came out of this Five of Swords, it's a reconciliation here, okay, with the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups. So I think you guys maybe learn to see things from a different perspective that allows you to reconcile differences. And there's communication here. Communication, Three of Cups. This is reconciliation. This is whatever energy coming in here to open this new chapter, I guess. Six of Swords, yeah. So whatever was not working here, okay, this conflict, this challenge, the Knight of Swords, who's combative, is now you're moving away into calmer waters. It's peaceful. It's no longer the way it was. And the fact that we saw the Knight of Swords is somebody who fights a cause. So with this higher purpose here, you guys might know what your higher cause is, or what your cause to fight for now is clear, because there's like a fighting for a cause too. But you are moving to calmer waters here. Okay, I'm going to ask a very pointed question in regards to this dense energy, this person, this challenging situation you came out of. Like, what's different? Like, why would you possibly have to go work again or engage with this energy? Spirit, anything further that can help clarify this mystery? Anything further? What does the collective need to know about this new page in their book? New chapter in their book. Eight of Pentacles. This is dedicated. This is committed. This is putting in the energy, the time, the effort. This is the most dedicated card in the tarot, okay? This is also working on a task. So I'm getting, one, if you were in a situation where this person was, or people, or your environment, this energy wasn't collaborating, was not working, was not putting in effort, was not carrying a load, was not doing any of that, I feel like this is a polar opposite type of an energy. I also feel like there's something here to be built together with the Three of Cups and now this Eight of Pentacles. Like, there's something here that has to be put together here. And I say have to, you don't have to anything, but I feel like that is what the building of the sudden wealth, the child, the higher purpose, the family, the something here, the bringing in the money, the fighting some sort of cause. Like, there's this type of an energy that I'm feeling, but it's now like teamwork with the bees and the beehives. And it could be in a community of people, all eyes on you, that type of an energy. But I feel like, yeah, maybe there was somebody here who was wasting your time. But remember, nothing is wasted. And to integrate whatever lesson you learned here. And the frog turned into a prince. Don't shoot the messenger. Done some inner child healing. Whatever energy I think might have been going through some, yeah, improving health too. I feel like whatever energy, dense energy was around you has really shifted energetically here and is moving towards you. Two of Pentacles. That's back and forth, and this is coming into balance. Turbulent times as well. A need to manage, a need to manage. I'm going to pull more. Why do we have the Two of Pentacles, Spirit? Oh, with the dolphins. So beautiful. Two again. Okay, why do we have the Two of Pentacles? Pentacles, Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. I knew it. 10 of Pentacles, family. All these Pentacles. Yeah, I feel you guys might have been in a really difficult situation here, in which you finally got to the end of your lesson here. And I feel like Spirit is saying that there's an opportunity here for you with the same, and well, it's not the same energy because it's coming in a complete different energy, but I feel like it's the same people, person, circumstance that you removed yourself from, or that you're able to remove your energy from, that's coming in with communication in regards to putting in all of this work, elbow work, This is actual time and commitment and dedication to make something happen, a legacy happen, a future, retirement, a family, stability, long term, that will stand the test of time after you've passed away. It remains in place. A business, something that is like in the pentacle realm, so it's grounding something here. It's taking form. We saw magician. It's actually manifesting here. And I still don't know with the Two of Pentacles, because it could just very well be it's balanced. And this Two of Pentacles card looks fairly balanced to me. I think, yeah, and I mean, the lesson is you applying it now, but I don't know, like I'm getting this hesitancy almost from this Two of Pentacles. Like, should I? And maybe you, because of the fact you walk through that forest, right? It's like going back and forth, maybe like, do I even... No, you don't. Well, I'm saying no, you don't, because that's your mind frame. Like, you're not going to go put yourself in a situation with somebody who's, yeah, like Five of Pentacles. This is being down and out. This is being in a state of like really down on your luck, financially, confidence, not feeling like yourself, feeling left out in the cold. Why are we seeing this, Spirit? Because I know this is what you experienced. Death, because there's a transformation. You went through a transformation here. We know this. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. So, for a lot of you guys, it could be one person here, okay? And this person who you're reconciling with, was that Knight of Swords, who was combative, is coming. Like I mentioned, what I got from Spirit was this person was not themselves at all in this Five of Pentacles stage, which is very low confidence, no ability to believe in themselves, to accomplish anything, feel really out in the cold within themselves about everything. They were a frog. And I feel like this person's transformed into, they're going from a frog to a prince, build a family, have a baby, build an empire. They've done some inner child healing. There's a journey coming in for you in which you apply your lessons that you learned, because now you see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, what I'm hearing from Spirit right now, is love. And true unconditional love, and how to release any resentments, and how to implement what you learned and what you really wanted when you entered the forest, was to have an unconditional type love and experience with this person, or in a situation in which you were able to experience something of that nature. So that's the lesson here, and you see that big picture. So for you to be angry or resentful or withheld, I mean, of course, it's natural to be uncertain, especially if you were hurt. But I feel like the lesson here is in allowing yourself to forgive, not only self, but others, especially because I feel like this energy is transformed. We've heard it before, you know, I've changed, I've transformed, I've done, like, I don't know, but I feel like there's something different here. And with wise salt, that's like a deep understanding and a knowing. Okay, before we wrap up, I'm going to get some more from Spirit here, because I'm still skeptical here of this Five of Pentacles person who was challenging and bringing in Five of Swords, and you went through this Five of Cups, and it was probably this toad, and the toad doesn't talk and communicate. Now there's communication. Okay, Spirit, why are we seeing this? Can we get some more information? Thank you so much for clear and concise, but what is going on? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, and it was falling in reverse. Spirit saying to leave it in reverse. Eight of Swords. Okay, those are limitations we put on ourselves or others put on us, but they're limiting beliefs. They're like a mental prison holding us back. Mental prison holding us back, okay? I think I know where this is going. I think that's what your message is. Don't hold yourself back. Don't get lost in a belief that you have to hang on to, an anger or something of that nature. Yeah. I don't know, I'm so disappointed. Strength. I'm disappointed here only because I shouldn't be disappointed, you know. I should let you experience whatever here, but I feel what the message is allowing yourself to get out of your Eight of Swords, because I feel like even though you're in the clearing, even though there's this new beautiful vibrant energy, you're still kind of Eight of Swords. Because if you feel the way I feel right now, you're like, no, I ain't ever stepping an iota toe inside that forest. I'm like on cloud 9 and I'm enjoying myself, and I will never do that again, or I've learned my lesson. So that was the lesson. That's not the lesson. It's not the lesson. The lesson is the bigger picture here, which is learning what you learned in a bigger form. The bigger form is, yes, you learned the lesson of self-love and this and that, but bigger than that yet, the bigger lesson than that, which you think what's bigger than self-love? Allowing yourself to forgive another. Unconditional love for another who's put you through something here is, you must have a big heart if you're able to do it, right? But that's the lesson here, because I don't think that you could see that you would or could do this, but that's what the message is here, freeing you from the Eight of Swords, because I think you're still thinking maybe you cannot do that, or that you would not do that, but you find the courage, you find the strength. And if you think you don't, this message from Spirit is find your courage, find your strength, because whatever you're feeling right now about that is based in fear. And don't let fear hold you back. And nothing's going to hold you back anymore, including this person. Doesn't have to be the same situation. Circumstances have changed. Whoa. Strength is Leo energy as well. Finding the courage to face your fear, and the big fear, because when you conquer this, there is no more fear. Like, because if you're avoiding this, if you're running away from this, or if you've distanced yourself from this in order to move away from this, makes sense to me, especially Five of Swords energy, right? But what Spirit is saying is that now to close the loop, it's like, well, what, are you going to be distant from this thing, this energy, this whatever? It's like, no, nothing's going to scare you. Nothing's going to make you avoid it. Nothing's going to keep you in this Eight of Swords. There is no limitations here, okay? But the ones you put on yourself. Eight of Pentacles again. This is convincing you, okay, that whatever was not being put together, whatever wasn't dedicated, committed, task-based, materially, tangibly putting in energies and making things happen, this is making shit happen. This is the most dedicated card in the tarot. Again, okay, so I feel like this is the communication saying that this is the energy that's coming in and around you to get you out of your Eight of Swords, because I feel like you're still Eight of Swords, and I don't blame you. But find your courage, find your strength, and strength is also forgiving people, okay? And you know me, you've read or you've listened to my readings. I always say, I don't say forgive them because I don't know what they did. But this is the message here from Spirit. So if I don't say it, it's like I'm not delivering you the message. And the message is forgive. That's the lesson, is you find it within yourself. Find the courage within yourself to look this in the face and forgive. And even if that's it, then you're free. You know, but I mean a true forgiveness, not a surface forgiveness. I feel like it's a true forgiveness here. And I feel like there's something more here. The working together, bringing in sudden wealth, that part's different for a lot of people here. Having a family, we saw the Ten of Pentacles, having a baby, bringing families together, building a legacy, building a business together. What a journey. let's get final words, and then we'll wrap up because I'm still just really blown away by this reading. It's beautiful. Okay, Spirit, final message for the beautiful collective in regards to this message. Final words. Anything they need to know. The Magician. It's what you were manifesting, and you have all the tools here. Okay, the Magician has all the tools to make something happen here. So yeah, as above, so below. Whatever is happening in the 5D is, and because we keep seeing the 8 of Pentacles, that's Pentacles is manifesting in this 3D world. It's like practical energy, like actual doing it, making it happen here. And then it's not pie in the sky. It's not just in this energy of wishing and trying to bring in. It's like the 8 of Pentacles is, it's here. So it's whatever you manifested, whatever you were manifesting, and you have all these tools. The 9 of Wands. This is kind of like the 8 of Swords type energy again. This is, you know, maybe having a wall up or a guard up or being skeptical, but having gone through the journey, because this is like the wounded warrior. He's gone through battle, and he's just like, you know, trying to restore himself behind the wall so that he can recoup and, you know, but he's not really given up here. So I feel like, and look at that, the fox and the porcupine. The fox is sneaky, is sly, and the porcupine's got his quills up. So yeah, in a situation in which somebody was not up and up, maybe sneaky, sly, 5 of Swords, you've got your walls up here where you were manifesting something here. This is confirming that this is what this is. But Spirit, what's with this final message? What's with this final message, Spirit? Queen of Cups. You guys know Queen of Cups is opening our heart up to love, right? Compassion, having forgiveness, giving love, receiving love, being open to love. This is the type of energy I think you embraced at some point in this journey. Okay. Spirit wants you to embrace that, but I mean, that's what got you in this shit show to begin with. So, okay, what else, Spirit? Queen of Cups. I hear for a lot of you guys, this is love that's being poured towards you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 9 of Pentacles. This is being successful and accomplished on your own, standing on your own 2 feet, being able to build yourself up. So Spirit is saying, don't be in a 9 of Wands and an 8 of Swords, because you'll remain in a 9 of Pentacles, which is fine, but you have a 10 of Pentacles opportunity here. Okay, so difference is, this is the single card. This is doing it alone, being very successful, independent, and the 10 of Pentacles is like families and generations and building like an empire with another person. But opening your heart up to love and allowing love to come in, and forgiveness is the lesson. That's your higher purpose. That's what this lesson is. I'm going to close it out with this Ace of Cups. This is an emotional new beginning, okay? This is starting from a place of love, opening our heart up, because we found ourself. We filled our cup. Look at that cup. We filled our own cup. So now we're ready to give and receive love. And if you're not at that stage, then you haven't learned that lesson yet. But that's the lesson. That is where you get to. You give yourself so much love. You choose yourself. You find your self-worth. But the lesson greater than that, like the first card we pulled, to the bigger picture, is that's not where it ends. You don't just love yourself enough and then it's over. You love yourself enough to be able to forgive another who has caused you pain, because that is love, and that other energy is your energy, and that is the bigger picture here, okay? And that's the bigger lesson that you integrate, and that you raise the vibration of earth. Because if we all went around avoiding, being angry about, hanging on to resentments, we're not raising the vibration. But if we're forgiving, and trust me, this isn't even my type of an energy, because I wouldn't forgive somebody that I, again, don't know what they did, but I feel this journey and it was very, very painful, and you're in this porcupine energy and I feel like crying. Okay, I feel like crying for you, because this is big energy in order to step out of this to forgive. Like, oh, wow, but that's your lesson, man. And this brings you a beautiful Ace of Cups, an emotional new beginning. So I don't think situations are the same, because circumstances have changed and there's a huge transformation with the death. And I think your toad turns into a prince. Okay, and this is fairy tale. So if you're resonating with this, wow. Yesterday's reading was that King of Wands coming in. I think, wow, I don't know what to say, guys, but let me know if this resonates for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to experience this. But yeah, this is big information, and maybe you're feeling that energy shift. Spirit wanted to communicate that to you. Okay, so love you guys so much. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.